The journey for Bradford becoming dementia friendly was in around 2009-2010. Conversation started being had with the King's Fund project in alongside with the Enhancing the Healing Environment, and they developed two projects developing two wards within Bradford Royal Infirmary, Ward 29 and Ward 23. We were the first trust in the country to be awarded the Dementia Action Alliance Award, working towards becoming dementia friendly status. Getting that title is quite a big responsibility for the trust, because we now have to stay that exemplar trust and stay at the top of our game.
This is an area of the ward we call, well, the cinema seats, and it's a bright, lively area where there's colourful, comfortable chairs, colourful walls, a lamp, just to make it feel homely. There's a telly, and it's for people to socialise and become stimulated instead of just sat by the bed space, and they've got things to do. They can talk, they've got the stimulation of the staff walking up and down, and they've actually got a big telly as well that can listen to the radio and watch telly and movies. My Life software's brilliant. It's got reminiscence photos, jukebox, which is really common on this ward. It's got old fairground games, videos, which are really good. It keeps our patients stimulated during the day. It can get quite tiring, and they don't have much to do with, if the mobility is not very good, and so this just gives them something to concentrate on. And you can even make My Life storybooks, which is really good, because the family can bring in pictures and then get the books made into hardback books. The My Life software benefits the staff because it relieves us in a way. If you have patients trying to climb out of bed who are agitated, confused, if you play, like for example, we've played music for a couple of our patients who have been trying to climb out of bed, and it's completely calmed them, so that gives the staff a chance to be relieved and go, see to other people instead of sitting there trying to stop them climbing out of bed. It just relieves staff, and it helps the staffing levels.
The benefits for the patients, care and staff: for a start, for the patients, they're engaging, they're not sat staring at one another from across the bay, they're communicating with each other, they're helping one another. We see patients just sitting and helping one another and having a chat rather than being bored. The whole reminiscence therapy of being able to think back to a certain time and how great it is, just pure enjoyment on the face of just being able to have a conversation with people. For carers, it gives them that reassurance that they are being stimulated, that people are talking, that they're looking happy. So it gives them that reassurance then when they're leaving the ward that their actual family member's happy. For staff, it helps, it gives them an extra prompting tool to have something to talk about, something of interest, whereas before they might have struggled because they don't know that individual. And it's also fun, and it's a laugh, and they can enjoy something together. Another advantage of it's an enhancement to care. When we've got people inside rooms and certain particular individuals are being specialled, and when we mean special, that means one-to-one care. You've then got an enhancement where people have got a tool to be able to work with, so that they can sit and they can do activities, they can do the My Life storybooks, they can do just listening to music, just looking at the photographs. So they're doing some activities with the patient rather than standing alone. It's not a substitute, it's a patient enhancement. A great example of the My Life working at its best was when we used it with a particular gentleman that was in a side room. This gentleman was really, really anxious, and he was shouting out all the time. He wasn't at risk, he was just shouting out. And you knew he was distressed, and all he wanted was company. So what we did do with the My Life, it was great. We were able to take it in and we put on some music, and he just loved it. He was really, really engaged, and he started bopping away and using his feet. So what that did, it gave the nursing an hour or so to get on with some real priority jobs, so that we could then go back to this gentleman and do a little bit more work with him. In the meantime, while we're doing all this gentleman then was, we decided that he needed to have a special. So when the special came in, we didn't remove the My Life software. It was a great enhancement, so that the special then could also be taught how to use the My Life software and carry on that work with him. For instance, doing the painting. Now, he couldn't actually reach over and touch the touchscreen, but what he did do was talk about what colours he felt that the roof wanted to be, what the colour of the water wanted to be, and it brought out a brilliant conversation. So we, in fact, was actually touching the screen, but he really enjoyed it, and he was really, really engaged. And you knew it was working because there was no shouting, there was no distress, there was nothing. And he soon told us when he got fed up. So that was great, because then you just stopped it, you gave him a break, and then a couple of hours down the line then you were ready to use it again. Working with My Life has been a great way of bringing technology and being able to enhance the dementia-friendly environments by being able to have some interaction between patients, between carers and between staff.